Welcome back, everybody. We are starting our top 8 in just a moment here. If you could do me a favor and retweet that we're starting this top 8, we are going to be we're going to be running this top 8 pretty soon here. If you're interested in getting into a lot of this stuff here, we got this server. It's called The Mountain. You can see that slide right there. It's kind of a new way of thinking about some of this stuff, I think, where we really want to put the competition above everything else. We're running a whole bunch of different types of tournaments. This Sunday, so tomorrow, we're doing VSAV, Vampire Savior. We're getting a lot more people into it. Wow, I misspelled that like crazy. We've got VSAV coming up this week, and then next weekend we're having Melty Blood and Third Strike. So if you're interested in getting into any of those, we've got a great group of people here who are all interested in getting into this game. Really appreciate you guys kind of watching this up. Definitely give those retweets, give what you can for all that kind of stuff. I just want to see these games do really well. So what we got here tonight, we've got our top 8. We've got Mike Z versus Quash is going to be our first round. Then we've got Sonny versus Hale on winner side as well. After that, we got TruBlu versus Aerisu, and then Froton Blanco X versus Zetta. So I'm excited to see how this goes. We're going to go ahead and get started with our first match, which is Mike Z versus Quash. Let me just join their match here real quick. As a reminder, too, we run these tournaments every weekend, not just for Guilty Gear, but for a whole bunch of other fighting games. You know, I love these fighting games, whether it's Guilty Gear or all this other stuff. We're doing it out of a really good passion for this stuff. So our first match in top 8 is going to be Mike Z versus Quash. And again, if you guys are interested in getting some extra money here, we've got our match arena here, which is, going to be getting some extra money for all the players. We got $78.45 so far in that prize pool for these players. Let's get them some extra money. You get some free 35 cents if you just use that promo code Mount ACPR 2. I'll do what we can. Also, if you guys find any cool matchups or any sort of things like that, get those clips going. Those clips actually really help the channel quite a lot. I use them for promos and things like that, so definitely get those set up. So Mike Z versus Quash, both of these are SoCal players. They both know each other very, very well. You can see Quash getting those coin loops set up. And nice trade there. Going in for the slide head, that's going to be a lockdown. Oh, good burst. I was expecting maybe a 2H from Quash, but maybe it was not the right option for him. Getting some good lockdown there. Going in the corner. Quash stuck there. There's the 2H I was looking for. 2H is a very, very fast move. If I recall, it's 4 frames, but it has a lot of recovery. So if you block it, you can punish the heck out of it. Mike getting a round lost there. Quash getting his game in going so far. I want to see some of these Judge Gauntlet or those Heat Knuckle emotes, guys. When you see that going, let's get those going. Oh, tagging backdash with a 6H. Classic Potemkin stuff there. Going for the lockdown. You can see that Quash is trying to keep himself, when he knocks down Potemkin, he's trying to keep himself just at the right distance to prevent Mike from really punishing him on that. Mike tying it up 1-1 now on the rounds. Lots of coin action going on there. 90 seconds left and Quash only has 2 coins left. Oh, couldn't backdash out of that slide head. Good backdash. Well, not good backdash there, got tagged. Mike really running Quash in for his money there. Oh, canceling hammer fall into a pot buster and stuck in the corner. Backdashing the super into pot buster. Mike running his psychic abilities there, getting the first game 1-0. Can Quash come back? That was solid. Oh, man. Again, let's see those clips get in there, guys. Get some hype going. Again, Mike and Quash play each other a lot in what used to be locals, but we can't do locals anymore right now. So they know each other pretty well. Mike sticking with his wine-colored Potemkin. Nice hit there. Keeping that distance against Potemkin. That is exactly how you want to play. Potemkin has his strengths, right? That's the character. He loves being up close. He loves doing some of those super armor type moves like Hammerfall and his Potbuster range. Be out of that range. Don't feel like you're playing cheap, because that's how Potemkin wins. If you fight Potemkin on his level, he is going to win. That's how he's designed. So you always want to play around his strengths and avoid them when you can. This is going to hurt for Quash. He's stuck in the corner, but Mike just needed one hit to lose. So there we go. Quash getting a round off. Can he keep this up? Mistfighter right on round start. Keeping his distance. Playing it safe. Good idea there from Quash. Jumping around slide head as well. Waking up with Mike Z's Oki. Not good. Mike blocks the burst, but couldn't punish anything after that. Look at those coin resetups. He's going to go for Mistfinder. He does have a level 2 coin here. He's going to set up for a slide. Ooh, he's trying to do an air throw, but didn't work against Potemkin's jump D. Hammerfall break, Potbuster, getting some good damage in there. Oh, got that super on Wake Up. That's something you see Johnnies do every now and then. But also, you'll see Mike Z does that a lot, too. There we go. Like I said, Mike Z doing super on Wake Up as well. Both of them being a little bit aware. Oh, it's going to get hit! Oh, no! It didn't kill. Mike's still getting the kill, but the Heavenly Potbuster did not connect. 1-1 here now. If Mike wins this round, he's going to keep going on the winner's side in top 8 here. Nice block on the Hammerfall. Getting some autocorrect on his 6H. Keeping it going. Quash doing some solid damage. Going to keep Mike locked in this corner. Mike does have super meter. He could do his Gigantor on Wake Up like he's known to do. Quash doing some good blocking. 2H, there we go. That's what I was talking about. 2H super fast. Good air throw, getting some lockdown away. And that's a kill. Quash tying it up 1-1 now. Oh, looks like Quash was maybe AFK or something to right the round start. That's okay though. Using a burst right at the beginning. 2H again. If I recall, 2H only really set something up if he can get a counter hit off of it. It's very fast, but he really has so much recovery, it's not really going to deal too much afterwards. I mean, if he has a Roman cancel, it'll work too, of course. Locked in the corner. Mike really going to set up that Oki, trying to get Quash out, or Quash down. Quash not having any of it though, escaping the corner, getting tagged with 6H. Quash has no health left. Mike using Aerial Potbuster to get out of the corner. Quash not giving up though. He's got that level 2 Mistfinder. Oh! Ends up hitting him through Aerial Potbuster. And that's going to be a kill. Mike 1 round away from maybe taking this. So Johnny's unblockable setups is from his Mistfinder. So he can do Mistfinder stuff in here. Going for that 2H and a counter hit. Coin did not connect though. There we go, he's got a level 2. Level 2 Mistfinder is such a good move. Switching hip sides into the corner there. But Potemkin able to escape. Still has that level 2 going on, doing those coin loops. Blocking Gigantor and avoiding that 2S vacuum. Mike really setting up that Oki against Quash. Blocking the burst just as it becomes available. And Mike gets the kill. 2-1. There we go. This is still top 8 winner side. You can take a look here at what the bracket looks like. Sonny is an amazing Eddie player. Really, really strong Eddie. Sonny going for some lows right at the beginning. Pulls out little Eddie. He's got those traps going on. That setup. Desummoned in order to get little Eddie's meter back up. Both of them avoiding the donut. Oh, good block on the little mini Faust. Again, whenever you see the explosion for that bomb, you always want to make sure you faultless defense. It does so much chip damage. Amorphous didn't really do much of anything. Going around, avoiding that, almost avoiding the little Faust. Getting hit there. Hale, oh! Sonny did not do the unblockable setup just right. Still ends up getting the win against Hale, though. Nice hit, setting that back up, keeping it going, doing those loops. Sonny knocking down into nice burst there from Hale. That's a really good burst. You can see normally the that command grab with the puddle. By the time he's done with the combo, Little Eddie's meter already increases by like 50%. So that burst means that Little Eddie was not going to be available for quite a while. Very good stuff there from Hale. Nice block on that dead angle. Man, Faust Jump H is such a fast move and such a move with great range. Oh, just missing that combo. That 6K, opening him up, and that's going to be a kill. Into the unblockable setup. There we go. Sonny getting the first point. Let's see if Hale can come back. Keeping that blocking going. Bursting away. Got that pan. The pan homes into where your opponent is, up to a certain range. So, you can't really dodge it that easily unless you're like constantly moving. Locked in the corner. But managed to escape right away. Not falling for that. Oh, we got a dizzy. That dumbbell getting some extra dizzy meter in there. A meteor's incoming. Sonny blocking it, but blocking it without falls defense. Taking a lot of guard meter there. And also a lot of chip damage. He'll get in the first round on this game. Both playing very solidly. Sonny really trying to lock Hale down to that corner. But killed Little Eddie, or Little Eddie, sorry, timed out. Got that bomb in there, both of them avoiding it. Meteors in play. Man, Hale's getting meteors way too fast. Nice hits, keeping it going. Oh, just slightly out of range of that faultless defense drill. Sonny has one single hit point left. Ah, because of that poison. Hale ends up tying it up 1-1 now. Who is going to take this? Hey, who let him in here? He is way too strong to compete. Right? We got a lot of money on the line in this tournament. I'm excited. $78 so far in our match arena. Good job, guys, getting some extra money for these players. I love seeing that. I love seeing it when they can get some of this extra money here. It is set up for top 3, so they'll get that payout. Lots of hits there. Look at those confirms from Hale. Sonny already flashing. That was a solid burst. That's going to avoid the faultless defense. Going in again, and that's a dizzy. Yeah, you tried to see if he could make advantage of that dizzy, but did not work out. Hale doing a quick round, though, on Sonny. One possible round away from staying in winners. Let's see if we can do this. And a scalpel pull. Setting it back up in the corner. Going for an item throw. Nope, not quite. Going for that slap chop. Didn't quite work out. Sonny trying to get that advantage there. Getting the lockdown on Hale. Oh, but didn't quite continue on that confirm. There we go. That's what we're looking at. He's going to set up the pool. And that pool, you're going to see Little Eddie's meter gains back 50% by the time the pool's already done. And Little Eddie comes back out right now. Avoiding that mini Robo-Kai. Both have pretty even health here. If Hale wins this, he continues on winner's side. Sonny could take this, though. He's got meter to work with now. Oh, just one hit left, and Sonny could die. Lost Little Eddie there. Just being really cautious. Dead angle did not work out. Oh my god! Oh man, that drill was right underneath Faust's balls, but did not get hit. Oh yeah, he was just at the perfect height. That was a right call from Sonny, but just like you said, pixel perfect. Oh man. Oh, that was scary. So let's take a look back at our bracket while we pull up our next match here. As you'll see, Hale made it 2-1. Hale's going to end up fighting Mike in the winners finals in a bit, but in the meantime, let's go back to our losers side. Our first match on losers is going to be TruBlu versus Aerisu. We're getting that set up right now, so give us a moment here. Exactly. You know, that's why I set this up, where we were doing our tournament starting at 2 p.m. Pacific time, but I switched it down to 11 just to get EU a little bit more time. So it's 8 p.m. is when the tournament starts in like a lot of EU for Europe, so we can actually get both players going at the same time. And because the netcode is so damn good, it's really not being a problem at all. You know, we've got players from Southern California fighting against France. It's still really great netcode. So our next match here, this is going to be TruBlu versus Aerisu. This is loser side. So whoever loses here is going to be out of the tournament. And yes, all top 8 is going to be on stream. And according to our brackets, whoever wins this is going to fight Quash in the next round. All right, we've got Order Soul versus ABBA. You know, with TruBlu, we saw TruBlu having a really tough time, but then having a really nice comeback. You can tell TruBlu has some good, solid fundamentals from ABBA, knows some of their stuff. Man, those cross-ups, they're a lot easier to deal with than you might think. If you just keep holding one direction against that Gunblaze from Order Soul, you can really just block it no matter what direction you're going. Oh, nice super armor with the Danzai, getting through Fafnir. TruBlu are trying to apply that pressure, really cranking up Aerisu's guard meter. Solid burst. That was the right time to burst for Aerisu. That would have done a ton of damage. TruBlu, however, does not have any meter to transform. Had to use the blood pack and an FRC point. It's good stuff there from TruBlu. Oh, getting that confirm. Aerisu getting the first round. Yo, Quash, thanks a lot for the subscription, man. I really appreciate those. You can see TruBlu stuck in the corner in normal mode against Order Soul. Man, there's not very many positions that are worse than that in Guilty Gear. Trying to get the dodge, just trying to escape. But normal mode, ABBA is having such a hard time here. Using force break evasion to get out. Transforming with a blood pack. Could possibly start getting that momentum going. Aerisu not having any of it, going just for the knockdown with no follow-up. He knows exactly how to deal with ABBA right here. Good burst. That burst saved ABBA's life from a knockdown recovery. But now stuck in normal mode. Evasion did not get around that super. Aerisu taking the first point here.
Please select your character.
All right, let's see if TruBlu can come back, or if Aerisu is just going to keep on steamrolling. Nice hits. Oop. There we go. Blood pack transformation for TruBlu. Going to really start trying to get that momentum going. That's what we saw last game that we saw TruBlu in. TruBlu lost pretty handily the first game, but then really managed to come back and learn a lot from the match. Danzai's hyper armor, getting through there, going for another transform just to get that health back. And going for another transformation. Aerisu doing a DP right at Wake Up, saving his life. That's going to be a kill. Aerisu 1 round away from taking this. Can he do it? Keep on blocking. There we go. TruBlu transforming. Look at that lockdown. That's going to deal a ton of damage. We got a burst incoming? No! I think TruBlu was waiting for that burst, but it did not happen. There was the burst. TruBlu is getting pretty low on that Abba Maroha meter. That burst saved his life, but Aerisu goes in for a throw. TruBlu trying to transform. Has to transform to win here. Goes for a couple of those grabs. Here we go. This is going to do it. Nice transformation. Again, the trick with Abba is you want to try and get 50% meter before your transformation ends, so you can use Goku Maroha to transform, get that health back, and save yourself. That's going to be a kill. Aerisu's taking it 2-0. Good stuff, Aerisu. We look back in this bracket here. We can see our next match is going to be Froton Blanco X versus Zetta. We're going to get that match started in just a moment here. All right, now we've got Froton Blanco X versus Zetta. This is our last match of top 8 before we get into top 6. So let's see who is going to take this.
Please select your character.
Aerisu can still play Quash. You just got to win against Sonny. Alright, Zetta versus Froton. Whoever wins this is going to have to fight Quash in the top 6 match. Running forward, Zetta playing Baiken, my main character, against Kai. Zetta's pretty dang good at a lot of tech. So Zetta's good at doing Kai Rate Tatamis, things like that. Nice setup there, going for some extra combos. Oh, that burst ended up saving Froton. I don't think that would have connected, though. Locked into... There we go. Look at those combos. I love seeing that. Look at that. The Baku into a full combo. Look at Zetta go. Oh, the cross-up. That burst saved Zetta's life, but not for long. Froton ended up getting the kill. Baiken has the 3rd worst health in the game, so definitely able to punish Baiken a lot harder than some of these other characters. Going in for the Zakuro. Crossing up into some more tech there. More counter hits into a possible Dizzy, and that's going to be a kill. Froton getting another IK. Kai's IK, again, fastest in the game. Froton getting a very quick win there. Let's see if Zetta can come back.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell, do or let's rock.
Oh, not saving. The Terminator run, that move, it blocks moves that are mids and highs, but not lows. But it does have some recovery afterwards, so Baiken ended up getting hit from that. Terminator run also auto-corrects the direction, so if you try crossing up, then Baiken will start running the opposite direction. Oh, nice counter hit. Gonna need some more tech here. Oh, just slightly missed that, though. This is gonna hurt. Look at this. Into a possible Dizzy. Not quite a Dizzy. And didn't switch sides. It's an accident there, looks like. Gotta get around those, Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Froton has a lot of meter to work with. That throw is gonna hurt, but not quite gonna kill, I don't think. That star saved his life, but Zetta still ended up taking the round. Nice hits there. Going around, setting that up, and going for a throw, but just messed up slightly, it looked like. Stuck in the corner. Not a big deal for Baiken, but didn't quite guess right. So those stars, those Force Break stars, they've got 2 hits, 2 contacts. So if you just jump up and block it twice, then it'll kind of go away. That's usually what I like to do. It eats projectiles, but again, it only eats it twice. So what you saw there, too, with Baiken's FRC triple tatami, The triple tatami has like 3 different positions with gaps in between. So projectiles can sometimes go through them. That is going to hurt with a counter hit, but Zetta was not ready for it to hit with a counter hit. Could have done some lot of damage after that. Just slightly out of range for that tatami mat to be out effective. Oh, and burst saving Froton on his last possible round. That's a kill. Zetta tying it up 1-1. Yeah, just a reminder for a lot of people watching, because I think some people missed it. We switched the tournament to 11 o'clock instead of 2 o'clock. And that's because we have a lot of European players who are joining in. If we had 2 o'clock, then they'd be starting at like 11 p.m. or even later for them, and it was really too much for them last time we tried this. So 11 a.m. for West Coast, like SoCal time, is like 8 p.m. for them. So it's kind of like a perfect sweet spot for everybody to be able to play. So I think it's good. We have a lot of European players here playing here tonight. And I think we can keep up doing this time. It looks like I'm getting a little bit less traffic for views, but that's not as important as getting actual plays going, you know? Back to the game. We've got a nice setup there. Going for another loop. And this is going to end up switching. Oh, no, not into a Zakuro. You know, those Zakuros give a lot of extra meter if you can get them done. So you really want to go for those Zakuros, and they go for a knockdown, too. Kai almost dizzied and really low health. Zetta really has the advantage here. Kairi Tatami not helping. And that's going to kill, maybe? Oh, no, not quite. I was looking at the wrong health bar. Oh, Gold Burst missed. Both of them missing a lot of their hits. Kai not quite doing that comeback. Really close to it, though, but not quite. Both at 1-1 on the games here. Zetta has the upper hand with this round, but Froton can come back. Let's see if he can do it. Really, really locking Baiken down with those stars. Baiken really having a hard time getting around him. Going for the IAD, but jumping just a little too low on the ground to get around to that projectile. You can tell here Zetta is not familiar with how to deal with Kai's stars. Really tough time with it. That counter hit's going to kill. Tying it up on rounds. Whoever wins this goes to the top 6. The loser is going to get knocked out for the single round. They're taking it down to the wire. Oh, nice hit there. You can wiggle out of that, but most people don't wiggle out of it. The Sakura. Oh man, you saw that right there. Zetta was going for the Tiger Knee Tiger Knee Yozansen, which is an overhead. It's a 9-frame overhead, but just slightly out of range. So the trick with those stars, you see that they're locking Baiken down. They lock any character down, really, but that's because Froton is putting them. Oh no, an instant kill. Not set up that he lost all of his meter accidentally going into instant kill mode. So the stars, they're locking the opponent down not because they're hitting the opponent, but because they're in the opponent's way, right? So if you're playing as any character and you see them in your way, jump up and block them. You have to faultless defend them, but just jump up and block them. It gets rid of the star, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Otherwise, it's going to be stuck there for a long time. Zetta, though, coming in 2-1. And that really hurt. That instant kill setup lost a ton of meter and lost a ton of momentum that Froton possibly had. So that means that Zetta is going to end up going into the next round. Let's take a look at our bracket first before we go to the next one. If you see us here, we're going to have Sonny versus Aerisu coming up next. Let me just get a moment here to set this up. All right, up now we've got Sonnywortzik versus Aerisu. This is going to be intense. Aerisu from France, Sonny from Nevada. Aerisu picking chip, huh? Is that right or is that wrong? I think Aerisu was mentioning that he was going to have a little bit of difficulty playing from this distance. He's picking delay 2, and he has a hard time doing delay 2 against Eddie. So I think he might be picking chip as a counter pick against Eddie. Let's see if it works out, though. Not getting hit with those 6Ks. And that damage just eats Chip alive because his health is so low. Trying to get some of that setup going against Eddie. Really getting that lockdown going. Aerisu had meter, used it on dead angle just to keep Sonny in that corner. Teleporting to cross up, but Sonny's dead angle saved him, got him stuck out of that corner. Going in for a possible tick throw command grab. Nope, none of that. Doing a lot of chip damage, though. A lot of chip damage. Look at that. Aerisu finally managing to escape. Gets a little bit more damage here. We got a possible burst incoming. Nope, being aware of it, but nothing happening. Aerisu has meter to work with now, but no health to speak of. One hit and Aerisu's going to die. Oh, good counter there. Going in for the FRC on the Alpha Blade, but getting hit from the low on the drill. Sonny winning that round. That was a close round. Nice air throw from Sonny. I love seeing air throws so much. They just eat everything alive. That's going to set up into an unblockable. Now those multi-hit drills, only the first hit is low. The rest are all medium. So Sonny has to time those hits perfectly if the opponent isn't going to block them. And it's usually typical that you can't do a perfect setup like that. So if you really try, even though it's unblockable, like quote-unquote unblockable, you can actually block some of those if they're not set up right. Nice FRC on the teleport. Aerisu just has a sliver of health left. He's trying to go into something. Little Eddie losing a lot of meter, but you can see Eddie going for those headaches. We got a possible burst coming in. Nope. Aerisu coming back with a round. Good comeback from Aerisu. Super tight round there. Both of them really low on health. Got a nice confirm there. Both of them have their burst available on the final round. Nice air throw on his wake up. More air throws. Aerisu not letting Sonny breathe at all. He's getting through this. Blocking. Going in for the dead angle. Setting them back in the middle of the screen here. Getting a lot of blocking going on from this. Oh no! You see that Sonny's actually getting a lot of gaps in his combos during some of these. So if you just keep blocking, you just keep that up, you could get out of it just because Sonny's been missing some of them. And Sonny takes the round. 1-0 now at this point.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell?
Alright, Aerisu switching back to Order Soul. Let's see if this helps. He was doing pretty well with Chip, but if he'd won with Chip, he was going to have to stick with Chip. Let's see if he could do this here. Aerisu keeping a little bit of a distance, getting that charge meter going on. Nice solid hits there against Sonny. Got to keep those blocks going. Again, the trick with those lockdown block setups that Sonny does, or that Eddie does, is you've got to just block. You just keep blocking low and just wait for the 6K or a jump in attack. And if you keep doing that, you're not going to get hit. You do sometimes have to worry for him if he stops, and then he's going to go in for a throw. But those really rare, and that's only if you see that you're blocking a whole lot. Aerisu got that first round. He's got to keep that momentum going, though. Aerisu trying to get out of maybe an unblockable setup, but that wasn't what happened there. There we go, setting this back up. You're going to see, because of this, Sonny has, like, again, 50% more meter increase on the little Eddie. Going for the unblockable, slightly mistimed. Nice setup there. Look at that damage off of that Fafnir. Aerisu just trying to keep that distance, not letting himself get trapped. Little Eddie just has a tiny bit of health. There you go. Sonny coming back with that round, though. Solid combo right out of the gate. Not falling for that. You saw that Sonny was going to run up and do a command grab, but Aerisu threw him in the middle of the startup, so good stuff there. Really locking down with those force breaks, using them all. Aerisu has Sonny stuck in the corner. Not yet, though. Or just managed to escape right there at the end. Still blocked in the corner. Stuck there. Aerisu has no meter for flawless defense. Sonny taking it 2-0. Oof, that's rough. We're going to pull up our next match here, guys. Give us one moment. While we're pulling up this next match, just want to remind you guys we got some other tournaments and stuff like that coming up. Tomorrow we're having Vampire Savior. And then next week we're going to have Third Strike and Melty Blood. So take a look at those to get signed up in those. We're running all of those on my Discord server, The Mountain. It's kind of a new kind of server where we really want to focus on improving and getting better at the games. It's around all sorts of different fighting games. We have training nights. We have like all sorts of coaching and things like that. We're really excited to see how this is going to keep going. This is our last match before top 8. Let's see if we can get this going. Let me change these names up here too.
Please select your character.
All right, Zetta versus Quash. Quash has a lot of Baiken experience. He knows how to fight Baiken. He's fought K in Japan a lot from when he was over in Japan. So Zetta's going to have a really hard time. Johnny is one of the harder matchups for Baiken. Baiken doesn't have that many hard matchups, but Johnny is one of them. Trying to get that lockdown going. Going in for the command grab and to throw. Setting up into more of those chain combos into a nice... Oh! Dodging the 2H! Here we go. This is going to hurt Baiken. Look at this damage. Oop, not quite. Messed up the last part there. Good block on that burst. Again, if you block a blue burst, you can punish it. Gold burst you can't punish unless you throw them out of the gold burst. They're invul on the way back down. Oh, getting hit with a counter hit on the Oren. See, now you saw there, the combo did not work against Johnny. That's what I mean by Johnny being a tough matchup for Baiken. The majority of her combos don't work. Johnny's kind of a heavy character with a weird hitbox. So you have to know Johnny's specific combos. Both of them just have a sliver of health, though. Whoever gets the last hit is going to win. Man, both of those, look at those scrambles. Either of them, if they got hit by that, they would have lost. Zetta finally getting that hit, though. 1 point there for Zetta. Quash not going to have any of that. Going for a sweep right on the middle of the Terminator run. Again, Baiken's light, so you got to use light combos against Baiken. Stuffing out that Oren right at the beginning there. Going for more of those Sakura guard cancels. Messed up the combo just a little bit. Could have done Zakuro after that, or even looped a little bit more after that too. Nice hits there. Going in for some more stuff. Gotta be aware of how you combo here against Johnny. That tatami mat was not going to work. You have to know Johnny's specific combos as Baiken, or else you're just going to drop everything. That's what you're seeing here. Zetta does not have that Johnny experience. It's really going to put Zetta on edge here. Quash not doing too great though. Zetta's doing really well. Blocking the Baku. Getting hit with a Sakura though. Zetta getting around forward, even though I was mentioning all that stuff about not having Johnny experience. Can Quash come back here? Quash has that Baiken experience. He knows how to fight Baiken. So this is very interesting to see how this is going. So Quash needs to come back with 2 wins here. Zetta just has the 1. Nice setup. Keeping that range against Baiken. Now, typically, Johnny has some pretty decent medium range. His moves have a lot of long reaching abilities on them. Ooh, getting hit with counter hit Oren, but it's close to the corner. Wasn't going to be able to follow up. And Zetta keeps using those other character combos against Johnny, and is going to keep dropping them unless he learns how to adapt in the middle of this fight, which is not going to be easy to do. Now, you know, a lot of people talk about how great Viken is at doing that sort of block string setup because she can do Zakuro, the Tiger Knee Zakuro. But really, that's her only overhead. She doesn't have any normal moves that are overheads. Zakuro really is only because it's a Tiger Knee. 5D, of course, is the overhead, but that's really the only one. She does not have very good options as far as lows or high mix-ups are concerned, but she's really good at tick throwing. You get something like a tatami mat FRC and then run up tick throw. Those are really strong if you can do that. Quash getting around here, getting his momentum back. Going in for that Terminator run into a throw. Again, Terminator run is vulnerable to lows. If you can see Viken doing a Terminator run, do a sweep on her, and it will cut her down. Nice double backdash against that Oren. Keeping those backdashes up. Quash doing very strong backdash game. Keeping a bit more distance against Viken this time. Both of them have their bursts used right away. Going for the cross-ups, and it worked. Quash tying it up 1-1 now. Good stuff for Quash. Whoever wins this game is going to take it. Let's see who could do it. Nice hit, keeping going forward. A lot of back and forth here. A lot of footsies keeping that distance. Middle of the play field is their battleground. There we go, getting a point there on the coin. Avoiding Zakuro too. Quash playing very smart against Viken's guard cancels. Zetta is very guard cancel heavy, and Quash has been baiting quite a few of them. Viken does a ton of damage though. She's a really good heavy damage powerhouse, especially off of counter hits. Trying to sneak in there with some sliding action, but not falling for it. Both of them have pretty even health now at this point after getting hit with that 5D. And ooh, that was going to be a kill. Quash saving his own life with that burst. Good point there. Neither of them have any meter to speak of. Oh, oh, that was sick. I've never seen that. That was so cool. I am so impressed by Quash. Oh, clip that. Oh, man. Quash did a jump H, and then Viken did Zakuro to counter, so he ended up doing Nsenga and just crushed Viken out of that. That was so sick. I love that. I love that. Good stuff there. Quash one possible round away from taking this and making it to top 4 into loser semis. Look at that damage. Oh, that damage. Not going to work against Johnny. There we go. Stuck in the corner, maybe. You see, oh, nice block there after the FRC. So both Killer Joker and Divine Blade, the air moves that you see Johnny do, you have to know the FRC points, otherwise they're punishable on block. But there we go. Quash ends up taking it 2-1. Good stuff there from Quash. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are in top 4. The winners finals is going to be Mike Z versus Hale, and then we got losers semis, which is Sonny and Quash. Those are our top 4 players. Top 3 ends up making money. The money right now that we're at on our Matcherino is $78.45. Sorry, $79.50. You can donate for free to the Matcherino by getting clicking that link and putting in the code MountACPR for a free 35 cents. Don't forget to use those sponsor requests on the right as well if you want to get some more money in there. Just real quick shout outs to the people who've given the top amount of money so far. We've got Boygas at $5.75, Mike giving in for $5.35, Slash putting in another $5, and Mr. Neb putting in another $5 too. Thanks so much, guys. Every bit helps. Every amount helps these players. I want to see them make a lot more of this money. Give some free money there for those 35 cents. We're going to be starting with Mike Z first versus Hale. So we're going to see how this works out. If you're interested in checking out the server, we got a great Discord server here with players. It's kind of like a way of you getting to learn how to play the game and getting into not just this game but other games as well. And I want to see how much we can do this too. We got so many other games that we run. If you look at our schedule, tomorrow we're starting Vampire Savior, and then the next week we're going to have Melty Blood and Third Strike. So we're playing a ton of different games there. So Mike Z versus Hale. Let me go ahead and pull this up now. This is winners finals, so it is 3 out of 5. Whoever wins this goes to grand finals. Loser's going to have to go to losers finals.
Heaven or hell. 2 1. Let's rock.
All right off the bat, we've got Mike Z getting poisoned. You're going to see Faust run away just to try and get that poison damage off. Now, the way poison works in this game is it's a static amount of damage, which means it's going to be a lot more effective damage against Potemkin or characters with higher health than it normally would be. Going in for that Gigantor, but didn't quite work out. Meteors incoming. Hale keeps getting those meteors. But Heat Knuckle making him invincible in the middle of it, doing nothing in the way of those meteors. Hale's stuck in that corner. He's going to try and escape, but not able to. Mike's bursting, trying to get the Heat Knuckle, but for some reason it missed. Chikua, Mike picking up the Chikua on accident, getting a ton of that heat tension pulse though. Look at how much that meter is flashing. Oh, and that backdash. Hale not falling for it, keeps doing some more of those attacks. Oh, we got him waking up in the bomb. Not quite hitting, though. Man, Mike is stuck in that corner. His movement is so limited, he's not able to really apply a lot of stuff against Hale. Hale's tearing him apart. Doing some risky strats here, being right on his face in the wake-up. Hale getting the first game 1-0. Again, this is 3 out of 5 because it's winners finals. So whoever wins 3 games first is going to end up going into grand finals. All right, off round start, we see Mike doing a backdash. Potemkin backdash, of course, being incredibly strong, only has 1 frame at the end of vulnerability. Very long startup as well. Got that scalpel pull coming in. Solid burst there from Mike, but locking him down in the corner. Still locked in the corner, just slightly out of range of that that flower though. Counter hit, this is going to hurt. Mike has full meter to work with. Blocking that Gigantor, getting hit with the little mini Robokai. This is going to kill. Oh, not quite. It didn't connect. And that's a kill. Look at that. Mike getting the first round. Getting comboed into the poison. Look at how much damage that poison does against Potemkin. Again, it's the same amount of damage as everybody else, but that's why it's even more damaging, because Potemkin's defense is not calculated in the poison damage. Nice throw there. Not going to fall for 3 pop busters in a row. There we go. And that's a kill for Mike. 1-1 now. Mike tying it up pretty handily. Not falling for the same stuff that Hale's doing from before. Yeah, I think poison actually is affected by guts, but it's not affected by defense, if I remember right. And then healing is not affected by either defense or guts. So that's why healing is a lot more effective when you're at lower health. A lot of back and forth here. You can see Hale really wants to try and control the space on that board. Does not want Mike to get in close. Giving him a free donut, though. Dead angle just to keep that distance, but running in just for some quick hits there. Got a lot of hits, but it's just not doing that much damage against Potemkin. That's Potemkin for you. Mike has a lot of meter to work with. Getting hit with his own love bag. Stuck in that corner. Hale is not in a good spot here. Getting pop bustered. Mike still has meter for a lot more because he's going to do Heavenly. Didn't do Heavenly. Good setup there. Keeping it forward. Oh! That's what you got to do. He's in throw range. Getting hit with that bag again. So one thing you see Mike do is when his opponent is in the air, he'll do Gigantor, that super. And that's so that the opponent has to stand and block, or jump and block in the air, Gigantor, right? While the opponent is stuck in the air blocking Gigantor, he gets a free Heat Knuckle that the opponent can't dodge or block or get out of the way of. So it's more of a setup to get a free Heat Knuckle. But because Faust is able to delay himself in the air with that bag, I know the bag's called Love. That's the name of the move, Love. So because he's able to stall himself in the air with Love, he ends up not getting hit with that Gigantor setup. There we go, countering into Gigantor. Good burst. Into a Pop Buster. Look at this damage. And also into a possible Dizzy coming up here too. There's the Dizzy. Into a Pop Buster, and this is gonna kill. Potemkin taking that one 2-1. It is 3 out of 5. So Riri, I do not have the Korean soundtrack in here. I can do a different song if you want, though. Anything from Guilty Gear 1, Guilty Gear X, X2, Isuka, or even Guilty Gear Overture. But no Korean soundtrack in here. Nice block there. Avoiding the hammer fall. Oh, more meteors. Man, Hale really chose the right seed for this, right? Getting tons of meteors. Oh, that burst. Not really a good burst there, but it was kind of... Probably didn't know what was going to happen and wanted to make sure he was safe. Blocking Gigantor. Still stuck in that corner, though. We got that Heat Knuckle doing a full charge. Look at how much meter it gives. Still getting stuck with Gigantor. Mike, one round away from taking this and going into winners finals. Or grand finals. Let's see if he can do this. Getting fed again. So you saw in the first game, Hale took it pretty handily, but then Mike learned a lot and then started applying that knowledge. That dead angle keeping him stuck. Backdash working really well in Mike's favor. Hale still has the life lead, but that does not mean much against Potemkin. Comboing into little mini Robo. Really trying to lock Mike down. You saw Mike was not doing false defending against those bombs or anything. Hale getting that round. Good stuff. That homing pan ended up hitting Mike. Nice scalpel pull. There we go. Hale's really learning a lot more now. That poison, he's going to keep that distance away from Mike. That Chaku is in play. Finally, Faust picks it up. Wow, what a quick win there. 2-2 now. Anybody could take this, whether it's Hale or Mike. All right, who is going to take this? 2-2. Either Hale or Mike. Hale getting a little bit of, first blood, right? They're both tied on health, though. Hale really trying to keep that distance. Jump H is such a strong move here. Potbuster dealing that damage. Look at this. Stuck in the corner. Heat Knuckle Extend gives so much meter, too. It's like 20% meter, depending on your tension pulse. Hale really stuck, having a hard time getting around this. Going to keep blocking that move, Gigantor. Avoiding Heat Knuckle. Oh, good hit there. Mike does have a burst available. Not sure how he's going to use it too well. Again, gotta faultless defense those bombs. They deal so much chip damage. That could be a kill. No, he didn't follow up the combo. Oh, no. Mike Z ends up winning that round 1 round away. Can he take this? Scalpel pull. Hale trying to keep that distance. Really trying to keep that distance. I know I say that a lot, but Faust can really do that. Look at this. Hale really, really locking Mike down. Has a lot of meter wealth. Did his dead angle. Lost a lot of it, though. This could be the momentum that Mike's going to use. Oh, that donut really healed Mike a lot. Oh, no. That donut really... That donut, I mean, I know it sounds like the donut doesn't do that much, but look how much health it gave him. He would already be dead right now if that donut didn't save his life. Oh, that good burst! But Hale saw it coming. 1-1, final round here. Anyone can take this. It all comes down to this. Avoiding that slide head, not falling for it. Hale really putting that lockdown on Mike. Mike's not looking too good here. Hale's got some meter to work with. Avoiding, there we go, not in a good spot. Hale using dead angle, very wise move there. Oh, he's got meteors in play. Let's see if Mike even noticed it. He did, he blocked them. Hale still has that long distance. Mike eating up the poison with the super armor from Hammerfall. Very smart move. This could be it. Mike's going to set up a lot of Oki here. Hale's going to have a hard time getting out. Nice air throw! Letting himself escape and get that distance. Mike just a little bit of health left. Still, either of them could take it. Hale is stuck in the corner with no meter to do any false defense or anything. Oh, that's going to kill! He's going to combo after this, which is going to kill it. And Mike Z's got it. 3-2. What a game. Oh, man. What a game. So close. Alright, up next we're going to have Sonny versus Quash. This is going to be very strong. Both of these players are really damn good. I'm looking forward to seeing this here too. And like you guys saw, I actually take these song requests from Guilty Gear. You just use 500 points for the jukebox, and I'll go ahead and get that song playing in the tournament. Just going to update some of these brackets here. We have Mike versus Hale. Mike won 3-2. And now we're going to have Sonny versus Quash. This one is just 2 out of 3. We change that. It's going to be losers final, or sorry, losers semis. And Quash versus Sonny. Sonny is such a really strong Eddie player. Let's see if he can take this versus Quash. Quash has a lot of experience. Both of them have a lot of experience. Sonny's probably most well known for really having probably the best online experience of any other player. He's probably played more online games than anybody in the world, to be honest. If you look at how many games he's played, that's only a third of it, because he's got a bunch of them on PSN, a bunch of them on Switch. He is such a strong player. And a very quick win there from Sonny. Let's see if he can keep that momentum going, though. Quash getting a level 2 with his coin. Going a bit back and forth here, though. Sonny does not have Little Eddie available. Now's the perfect time to really get in there and take advantage of that. Ooh, was trying to see if Quash was going for some sort of tech or something like that, or if Sonny was going for a tech, but didn't quite do it. That trade was a very good trade. It didn't look like it was, but it got rid of Little Eddie even after a headache. which extends Little Eddie's combo meter itself. A lot of damage here. Sonny taking a game very quickly. Let's see if Quash can come back. So while we're waiting for them to get back on here, guys, just want to remind you, we got a tournament coming up tomorrow, Vampire Savior. We're going to keep doing a bunch of other games. We do have a few others left as well. We're doing, next week, we're doing Melty Blood. And then the week after, we're doing Melty Blood and Third Strike. If you're interested in getting into kind of this group, we are doing a whole bunch of other games. And there's a whole bunch of different kinds of people in here who just want, the goal is really to try and get better. We run weekly tournaments, but in the meantime, we're trying to just improve and just learn all sorts of other games. There's like a Fatal Fury aficionado in there who plays Fatal Fury Special and Real Bout 2 and stuff like that. And just all sorts of games are just played here. And really a great community of people who are really trying to get you to improve overall. I'm loving the way that the server's going. It's been nothing but positive from the people who've been in here. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Also, don't forget to give these guys some extra money, right? If you give them a free 35 cents by using the coupon code MountACPR. All right, so here we go. We've got Sonny versus Quash, the run back. Sonny's 1 point up. Let's see if Quash can do this. Sonny is 1 point up. It's 2 out of 3 because it's losers semis. Whoever wins this goes to losers finals against Hale. Gold Burst giving a lot of meter to Quash. Let's see if he can use it to his fullest. Nice jump D, keeping that distance against Quash. Nice wave dashing there that Quash did. So with Johnny, he's able to do wave dashes where in the middle of his hop, he blocks with a Faultless Defense and it cuts off a few frames from his dash. Makes things a bit faster. Blocked that super, but I think that super was eaten by Little Eddie anyway. Really stuck in the corner. Quash not falling for it, going around those the drill. Quash does only have 1 coin left. Both of them pretty even on health, but if Sonny gets hit, he's toast. Little Eddie's gone. Oh, that burst saved him. Is this going to be it? That coin you put to good use, and Quash getting a win. Quash could be coming back here. Let's see what he's able to do. Nice 2H. Lots of hits there going on. Look at that damage. Oof. This Johnny does so much damage. It's crazy. Nice backdash around that drill. And that's going to be a kill. Quash coming back. Very strong. 1-1 here. Who is going to take this? Super close. But because only top 3 get money, whoever wins this is going to get part of the payout. Whoever loses will not get it. So this is a fight for money in this part. Nice jump in Senga right on round start. Killing Little Eddie, going to have Sonny locked down pretty hard here. Wave dashing all the way to the side. Quash knows what he's doing. Again, only characters who have a hop dash can do that wave dashing. Going for the unblockable. Quash getting hit by it, but just barely. Gets command grabbed. That coin trading with Little Eddie, killing it, but Quash just has barely health left at all. Little Eddie's going to be back in play now. Sonny going for some setups there. Quash not falling for any of it. Hit, but no confirm. Still has lockdown, though. Level 3 seals it. Wow. What a close game. Quash took it just out of the jaws of life there. One more round and Quash could win this. Is he going to do it, or is Sonny going to come back? Sonny locked down again. Really having a hard time getting out of Quash's corner setups here. Nice hits there. Oop, jumping in, but getting poked out for it. Sonny not falling for those gaps in the block strings. Ooh, it's going to hurt. We have a burst available. Is Sonny going to do it? He has to do it to save his life. But when is he going to do it? There it is, and that's a kill. Quash taking it 2-1. So we're waiting for Hale to get in here for this last game before we get into grand finals. Yo, Wyvern, thanks for the subscription, man. Always appreciate it. Wyvern's a real trooper. Again, guys, we run these tournaments every weekend. We switched the time to 11 a.m. just because it seems like it works out better for Europe. So we'll see if this kind of keeps it ongoing, but it worked out pretty well today. And we're running tournaments for a bunch of other games, not just Plus R. Tomorrow we're doing Vampire Savior at the same time at 11 a.m. And then we're also going to be doing next week Melty Blood and a Third Strike. So we kind of have, what we did this time was we had a vote on which games people wanted to play tournaments for. So I think we might continue to do something like that. I want to do multiple games. Everybody kind of knows me as Plus R, but I love all these different fighting games. The reason why my name's Classic Fighting Gamer and not Plus R Fighting Gamer, right? So we're waiting on Hale to enter here. This is going to be 3 out of 5. And whoever wins this goes into grand finals. Quash versus Hale. Hale's pretty strong from what we saw before. How many tournaments have been streamed on this channel? I've been running Plus R tournaments for a very long time. I've been streaming so many, even like local tournaments. So we've been streaming tons of tournaments on this channel. I did change up how things look recently. So it's kind of a new layout, but other than that. Back to this, we've got Quash versus Hale. Blocked on the 2H. Again, 2H is very punished. I think it's like -24 or something crazy. So you can really punish 2H if you see him do it and you block it. Going for the double jump setups. We got that bomb incoming. Getting hit on knockdown. Still did a lot of damage though. 6k, almost sealing the deal there. Quash just needs a little bit more damage and he'll take Hale out. But Hale could take this now. Look at that gap of health just coming back and forth. Oh, that burst is... Oh, not quite going to kill. Not quite going to kill. That pan homing in on him. I'm not sure Quash was ready for it to switch sides right there, but that's what it does. That pan homes in. It does have a range, though, so the pan will only go so far. We got a coin. Hale has Disu, which is going to improve his slap chop moves. But that flower is going to have lockdown in the corner. More meteors! Man! Hale locking him down, throwing him back in the corner. Knows that Quash wanted to escape, but Hale's not having any of that. 2H. Counter hit, but did not quite combo. Hale mashed out of it. Nice hits there, continuing forward. And that's a kill. Quash tying it up. 1-1 on the rounds now. Anyone can take this. And it's going to be a full 3 out of 5, too. Doing Mistfinder into an FRC, but Hale able to escape out. Still has Mistfinder on him. But able to get out without getting hit with the unblockable. Doing an FRC. Again, if you're ever doing Heavenly Killer Joker or that Heavenly Blade, you have to know the FRC points. You have to do them almost every single time. Divine Blade. I don't know why I was stopping there. We do have Mistfinder on him. Sorry, Bakusai on him. He could do a Mistfinder at any point and it would be unblockable. Both pretty low on health. Anyone can take this 2H. Both so low on health. Man, jump H from Faust. Taking that round. 1-0 from Hale. Let's see if Hale can keep that momentum and go back to do a rematch against Mike. It is 3 out of 5 because it's losers finals, yeah. So Hale still has to win 2 more games.
Heaven or hell. 2 1. Let's rock. Counter.
Good backdashes there from Hale. More meteors incoming! Oh, man! Hale has the luck of the gods here. And that poison eating Johnny's health away. Oh, this is so rough. Wow. 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 Hale crushing that round. Hale definitely using game deficit here, that's for sure. Oh, bad burst, but not punished. Just slightly off of the punish there. Quash playing very strong here now, though. FR seeing transport to get in. Doing a lot of these mix-ups. Look at that. Really locking Hale down. Not playing around at all. Tying it up on 1-1.
2 3. Let's rock.
Got a counter hit going in. Both of them blocking that bomb. Hale taking a little bit of chip damage from that bomb, though. Quash is at level 2 on his Mistfinder. Gold burst, but still blocked by Hale. Not used at all. Hale really has the upper hand this round. Oh, man. Faust just too low. This is going to kill. Hale coming back 2-0. It is 3 out of 5.
Please select your character.
Quash changing it to Testament. Oh, man. We get to see some Quash Testament action here. Let's go.
Heaven or hell. 2 1. Let's rock. Counter.
There we go. Quash trying to get a little bit of hits in. Good block on the burst, but still not able to punish it. So the way the trees work for Testament is the trees will go away if either Testament gets hit or you pass over its x-axis. So you can jump over them and they'll go away. Faust getting another round. Man, Hale is crushing it. Really, really solid play here. Oh, and that counter hit, that's going to hurt. Quash just about to be dizzied, too. Really going to utilize his damage, and that might be it. I don't think he's quite going to kill this combo. But man, Testament, Quash has just such an uphill battle this round. I'm not sure if he can do it. He might run in and go for a gold burst just to get some extra meter here. Might be his only chance. There's that gold burst. And that's it. Hale takes it 3-0 against Quash. Holy cow. 3-0. What a game. So what we got next now is Mike versus Hale, the run back. Let's see if Hale can come back here or if Mike is going to end up taking it. Mike is from winner's side, which means Hale has to win a set of 3 out of 5 and then another set. So Hale definitely has an uphill battle, but he was playing really strong before. And we are starting. Hale is from loser's side, Mike Z from winner's side. This is grand finals, not loser's finals. Let me change that.
Heaven or hell. 2, 1, rock. Counter.
Oh, look at that, getting hit with Heat Knuckle. Extend, pushing forward. We've got slide head going on. That's the unblockable on the ground. Getting stuck in the corner. It's going to hurt so much. Look at this. That damage. Crushing it. Trying to keep Hale stuck in that corner. Hale not giving up, though. And that Potbuster sealing it. Might get in the first round. Another Heat Knuckle. Look at that. Lock down the combo. There we go. That's what you want to do, Hale. Just keeping that going. Both of them have a lot of meter to work with. Oh, the random item combos there. Mike having really low health here, and Hale has full meter. Let's see if he can do it. Doing a dead angle to get him through. Scalpel pull into the burst. That was the right point to burst for Mike. Saved him. And the 5Ds invul got that through. Good stuff so far from Faust. Tying it up on the rounds, 1-1. Hale did really well in the winners finals when he was fighting against Mike. It ended up going 3-2 for Mike. So Hale definitely has a good chance of winning this. Good stuff so far, keeping it going. Lots of range there. Look at Hale deal with that. That's going to deal some good damage, but it's not going to kill. Getting hit by Gigantor, it's not going to be good. He's going to stun Faust after this Potbuster. Ooh, not quite stunned. Again, you see Mike, he keeps doing that Gigantor when his opponent's in the air, but Faust keeps stalling. Hale taking a game there. Good stuff from Hale. Hale could take this. He's got to win this 3 out of 5. And then that'll reset and put Mike into losers, essentially. And then they have to do another 3 out of 5. Hale could do this, though. He was doing really well. Zeta, I do upload these to YouTube afterwards. I've been a little bit delayed on some of these, just because of some real-world stuff happening. But you'll see a lot more stuff uploaded to my YouTube channel pretty soon. For those of you guys who want to check out my YouTube channel, there you go. (6H) getting through. 6H is such a great move from Faust. It's a really slow move, but it's overhead, and it doesn't feel like it's overhead. We got that Chikua going in for Mike. Mike has full meter, though. It's not really going to take too much advantage of that Chikua's tension pulse increase. Going for Gigantor. The Gigantors have not been landing well against Hale. He keeps trying to go for him. It's just not working. Hale keeping that distance. That's not going to kill, but super close. Just needs one more tap and Hale will take it. Finger flicking the bag. Oh, but Hale takes another round. Hale playing super strong here. We got a Potbuster incoming. Dealing some good damage there. Ooh, ducking right underneath 6H. That's so Faust right there. Nice, good blocks again from Hale. Hale playing a fight of his life here. Meteor's incoming. Gigantor did not work against Meteors. Faust ends up trading from that bag, though, and Mike ends up taking the round. You know, when you see Faust use Love, which is, again, that flaming trash bag move, if you jump up and block it before Faust recovers, you can jump up and block the move, and Faust takes the damage. So something you gotta keep in mind. More meteors incoming. Look at that. More jump H's coming in. More meteors coming in. This is gonna kill Potemkin here. He tried to do finger flick, but just mistimed it. Those meteors, man. Hale's playing on some crazy game deficit here, that's for sure. Wow, Hale getting 2-0 at this point. Hale could take this. If Hale wins one more, he's gonna put Mike in the losers. I'm excited. I want to see some resets, yeah. Got more items incoming. We got the little mini Faust. Look at this. Hale is crushing Mike here. Could have gone for a combo extension, but he didn't realize that was going to hit another meteor. Oh my god! What is going on here? Those meteors. Probably what happened was Hale the night before went and just did a whole bunch of item tosses to get all his bad luck out, to try and get his good luck in for today. Because that's how it works. We all know that's how it works. And a Pot Buster coming in. There we go. This could be the momentum we're looking for. Hale using 50% meter to get that extension, or the pushback out there. Look at that damage. That was a worthwhile trade, I think. One single tap, and Mike's gonna be dead. Oh, it might not have been a worthwhile trade. Not gonna kill, but that overhead kills. There we go. Tying it up 1-1 now. Pretty even on this round here. Well, I would say it, but Hale has perfect meter, or perfect health. This is so rough. Hale almost gonna get a perfect on Mike. Look at that! Oh my god! Hale getting the reset, putting Mike in the losers. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, let me reset this here. Mike's now in losers. It's back to 0-0. Mike's taking his limiter off. Removing his limiter. He's going to take this now. Going into Super Mike Z. Good counter hit. Going in, we got the bomb in play. Doing a lot of chip damage. Doing a lot of like head flower action, just for the heck of it. Really playing with Mike here. Hale using the Roman cancel to make himself safe. Good burst point on there, saving him a little bit. Oh, Mike getting the Chakua. That's going to deal... He could get a lot more meter from this. He seems to get in play to be able to use that meter. Hale not falling for anything, though. Good block. I don't think a single Gigantor has worked against Hale so far. And that's a kill. Faust taking a round on this reset. There we go. Look at that. Look at that cross-up right there. He kind of like circled around him back and forth. That was pretty interesting. Oh, nice jump, avoiding that Pop Buster. Getting a little bit of health back there. We got Heat Knuckle incoming. He's going to keep that Oki start up. Hale not falling for the overhead. Oh, another Heat Knuckle. Look at this, super close here. Mike just needs a little bit of tap and Hale's dead. There we go, tying up the rounds. 1-1 now. Getting hit with that overhead. Keeping it going. Look at those hits. Lot of damage from Hale here. Hale's really applying that momentum, keeping Mike Z locked down. And that's a kill. Hale taking that round. 1-0 now. Hale's doing so good. Look at this. Let's see if Hale can keep this up. He's gotten 4 games in a row against Mike Z.
Heaven or hell, 2-1, let's rock.
A lot of back and forth. Mike really wants to get those confirms going in. Hale still hasn't taken any damage. Oh, commentator's curse. There we go. Pop Buster going in. He's going to be able to combo this into some more, into an Oki. Look at that meter gain he gets from Heat Knuckle. Already at nearly full meter and stuck in a corner. Hale is going to have a really hard time here. Not quite going to kill. Oh, he messed up. That was not supposed to be. There we go. Heavily ends up killing it. Mike taking that round pretty heavily. Mini pot! Oh no! Hale really trying to use that mini pot. Just got out of range though. No longer in play. Nice air throw. Hale really has this life advantage. Both of them have a lot of meter to work with. They can still do quite a few things there. Nice! Gigantor on the dead angle. That was a good call, but he wasn't really able to use it too much to his advantage. Hell! Heavenly just barely snatched him out of the air. Oh, and that's a kill. That was so close. 1-1 on the rounds here. Mike might be able to start doing his comeback. Oh, he messed up the Pop Buster because he got crossed up, so the input switched around. Nice job there on the slide head, going to give him a little bit more advantage. There we go, Pop Buster, and he's going to loop him in the corner. Hale's trying desperately to escape. Got hit with his own love. Mike eating a little bit of donut there, getting a little bit of health. Mike gonna really try and lock Hale down here. Hale using his guard cancel. Burst gonna keep him stuck in the corner. Both at nearly even health, but that's where Potemkin shines, really. Uh-oh, not too good here. Mike dead, there we go. Hale getting up to 2-0. Oh my gosh, this is so close. Hale could be taking this in grand finals. Might be doing a full 6-0. This is going to be nuts if he can. Hale 1 game away from taking this, getting first place, and getting that Matcherino money. Before it's over, don't forget to get that Matcherino money for them, guys. Free 35 cents. Look at that damage. Keeping Mike at bay. Getting him away from that donut. Blocking the poison just to get rid of that. More meteors incoming. Gigantor hit, but it wasn't really effective because those meteors were there. Mike is locked down. He's not really going to have a chance to win this round, I don't think. One round away, and Hale could take this 6-0 against Mike in Grand Finals. Good block there for Mike. He does have a burst available. Let's see if he can use it. Going into Heat Knuckle. Hale not falling for the Oki. More Heat Knuckle action there. You see that he avoided the mini Robo because he was in Heat Knuckle animation. A mini pot! Oh, come on. Blocked back into mini pot again. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, that's going to be a kill, though. Oh, Mike tying the round, holding on to his last life here. If Hale wins this round, he'll have 6-0'd Mike. Mike not going to try and let that happen easily. Going in for a Pop Buster, locking Hale in the corner. Not a good spot for Hale to be in. Look at this meter gain from the Heat Knuckle Extend. Got a lot of meter to work with. Look at that damage. This is going to be painful. Oh no! He missed a 6H! He missed a 6H! That would have been death right there. Might still be able to take it though. Mike finally putting his score on the board there. 2-1 now. Still has an uphill battle to climb. There's a solid trade there. Blocking the coin. There we go, Chakua. If Mike can use it, he's going to be able to get a lot of meter from this. Not going for his Wake Up Gigantor. Good point. Or good awareness there. Hale really has that life advantage. There's the Gigantor. That's what we want to see. Burst saving Hale's life, though. Jumping up, letting Hale get hit with his own bag. That's a kill. Hale 1 round away from possibly taking this. One Pop Buster vacuumed in from 2S. Very common Potemkin tactic. You see them, the opponent blocks 2S and he goes in for a Potemkin Buster. Like missing another one. Both still pretty even health though. Ooh. Some risky positioning there from Hale. Mike not in a good spot. Stuck in the corner. We got more meteors incoming. Blocking with Faultless Defense. Mike has very little meter left though. Oh no! The side switch into Heat Knuckle. Not a good spot for Faust. He doesn't have a burst available. He doesn't have meter for guard cancel. Oh no, Mike taking a lot of damage from those chip damage from the bomb. Heavenly didn't work out for him. One sliver of health left, and Hale takes it 3-1. Wow, what a game. What a game. Let's take a look back at these brackets here. You can see who was winning what. And we're going to keep doing more of these Plus R tournaments from time to time. Check out the server. You'll kind of be aware of that, or you can follow me on Twitter. Here's my Twitter account. Here's my Discord server. Oh, that's Witter, not Twitter. What am I doing? And the Discord server there. So you can go ahead and get all that stuff done there too. When's the next tournament going to be? We're trying to do these every other week, but I gotta double check on when other people are doing their tournaments, because there's so many Plus R tournaments going out there right now. Like, I think there's 3 other ones going on today. I'm not conflicting with them because I'm at 11 a.m., but yeah. Of course it is. But yeah, thanks everybody who entered. It's been a blast running this tournament. I'm glad you guys showed up. And if you're interested in any more, I'm not doing just Plus R stuff. I know I'm most known for Plus R, but here's our schedule for what's coming up. We got Vampire Savior tomorrow at 11 a.m., Melty Blood, and Third Strike next week. So if you're interested in any of those, go ahead and register for that. And you can check out the Discord server too, and all of that as well. So that was our tournament. Thanks everybody for watching. Everybody who donated to the Matcherino, everybody who followed, who subscribed, just watching this and just kind of being a part of it, all that kind of stuff. It's really a blast. It really is a blast. Running this kind of stuff. I love running tournaments, right? And I've been kind of doing this hiatus, and I hated the hiatus because everything that was going on. I want to run tournaments. I don't care about any of that crap. I just want to keep running tournaments. And I'm glad to finally be back into this. Again, show up for Vampire Savior tomorrow. You're still able to register. I'm gonna put $50 into the pot, so even if you make top 3, you'll get some extra money. So check that out. And with that being said, we're done with the tournament. Thanks everybody who entered and who watched. I actually know that a lot of people kind of have questions, so I'll make this kind of a Q&A thing. But the tournament's over. Thank you everybody who watched and who showed up. And really appreciate that. And like I said, not too late to give money to the Matcherino and join the Discord. And what else did I say? Everything else, right? Couldn't do this without you guys watching. So really, 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 really appreciate you guys checking this whole stuff out.